He set an alarm every single morning for 3 years. Not one morning did he wake up feeling ready. Not one. And yet, every day, he got up anyway. This is the story of a man who had nothing going for him, and chose to change everything. Not in one dramatic moment. Quietly, brick by brick, day by day. The setup, 0:20 to 1 o'clock, B-roll. Dim apartment, messy desk. Phone notifications. Someone staring at the ceiling. At 28, Marcus wasn't where he thought he'd be. Debt that kept growing. A job he hated walking into every morning. Friends who had figured it out, or at least, that's what it looked like on Instagram. He told himself he was just unlucky. That the timing was off. That he'd start fresh on Monday. That he'd start fresh next month. That the right moment was coming. It never came, because it never does. The turning point, 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, shift to warmer tones, early morning light, journal, a single coffee cup. One evening, Marcus sat down and wrote one sentence in a notebook he'd bought and never touched. He wrote, "What am I actually waiting for?" He didn't have an answer. That was the point. He didn't quit his job that night. He didn't start a business. He didn't become a different person. He just made one small decision. He would wake up 1 hour earlier and spend that hour on himself. No phone, no excuses. Day 1, he sat in silence and felt stupid. Day 3, he went for a walk. Day 12, he opened a book he'd been meaning to read for 2 years. Day 30, people at work started asking what was different about him. Nothing dramatic. Everything changed. The lesson, 2 o'clock to 3:30, slow montage, someone writing, walking, building something with their hands. Here's what Marcus learned, and what most people never figure out. Motivation doesn't come before action. It comes because of it. You don't wait to feel ready. You act, and the feeling follows. We are wired to look for signs that it's time to begin. A better season, a cleaner slate, more money, more time, more confidence. But those things don't appear on their own. They're built, slowly, through the boring, unglamorous work of showing up when you don't feel like it. The person you want to become is not waiting on a miracle. They're waiting on your decision to stop waiting. Outro and call to action. 3:30 to 4 o'clock, return to sunrise footage from the opener. Close the loop visually. Marcus still sets that alarm. Some mornings he still doesn't feel like getting up. But he does, because he knows the feeling isn't the point. The habit is. You don't need a new year. You don't need a Monday. You need a single decision, right now, today. What's the one thing you've been putting off? Start there. Start small. Start today. If this story hit home, drop it in the